This call is now being recorded.
In previous class, we have started this our unit. Unit number 6, we have started 2 units, two lectures already completed, and the theory part we will finish today, and then on tutorial on Saturday, then our all units will be complete. We will take some extra class to solve more examples, and also I will share to you the your MCQs question for your examination preparation. So there are many examples are there. You have to use and solve as examples. In MCQs examples also, I will not give the same example in your examination. Also, for your homework assessment, you have to submit your manual, and the student those they are staying far from college. They have to submit through online mode, and I will also take a test for your submission, and that also the cues also you have to submit. So your assessment is depend on the quizzes, what where you are taking for the test, for the your experiment and your practicals. All these we will consider in your progressive assessment. The student, those who are uh, daily present in the class, also those who are doing all the work on the time, they are considered. Okay, so I request all the students they should attend all the quizzes, all the tests, so that their marks will be good. So from 20th June onward, we are started the June number 6, and already we have completed these parts. What are the objectives and what are the outcomes of the units? Already we have completed, and also we have seen the relevance of this unit, that is center of gravity and centroid. So centroid is nothing but the we are measuring the CG of the figure. It is depend on the geometrical shape of the object, and based on that we are finding on the centroid. And center of gravity is nothing but it is the where the point where the whole mass or whole weight of your body is assumed to act irrespective of its position, irrespective of its position. Okay, so we have seen all. Also, we have seen what is the axis of symmetry, the symmetry of the object which divides the object in two equal parts. That is called as object axis of symmetry. So in this, you can see in the square, and I will give an example of horizontal. Also, you can see that you can see here the object is divided into two equal part, and that is that two equal part. When you divide the object in two equal part, that is nothing but called as the axis of symmetry. Here, if I will draw the circle, and then I will cut into two equal part by the axis, that then it is called as the axis of symmetry. Okay. So here you can see the axis of symmetry in both direction is shown in x direction here. You can say if it is in x direction, and it may be for the y direction. The axis of symmetry you can for object you can do. If the object you will divide into two equal parts. तो कोई भी ज्योमेट्रिकल शेप है या कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट है, उसको हम लोग एक्सिस से इस तरह डिवाइड करें कि दोनों इक्वल पार्ट में डिवाइड हो, तो उसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, उसको बोलते हैं हम एक्सिस ऑफ सिमेट्री। और जनरली एक्सिस ऑफ सिमेट्री पर ही आपका सेंट्रोइड लाई करता है ना। तो व्हेन द एक्सिस ऑफ द बॉडी आप हॉरिजॉन्टली और वर्टिकली दो एक्सिस में डिवाइड करें, तो जो सेंटर उसका आएगा दैट इज नथिंग बट सेंट्रोइड। So centroid is also generally on the figures. Centroids are generally on the figures, and axis of symmetry is nothing but center of gravity is nothing but the point where the whole mass is acting. All this we have seen. Also we have seen in previous class the what is the reference axis. Reference axis किसको बोलते हैं? हम ऑब्जेक्ट का जब भी कोई भी हम लोग सेंट्रॉइड मालूम करते हैं या सीजी मालूम करते हैं, तो उसके लिए हमको एक्सिस ऑफ सिमेट्री लगती है। तो यहाँ पर आप देखिए कि इर्रेगुलर एक ऑब्जेक्ट बताया गया है, और ये इर्रेगुलर ऑब्जेक्ट का एक्सिस ऑफ रेफरेंस आप देखेंगे कि ओ एक्स डायरेक्शन में, ओ वाई डायरेक्शन में, और जिसके रेफरेंस से हम लोग हर पार्टिकल का यहाँ पर उसका A1 एरिया कुछ होगा, A2 कुछ एरिया होगा, A3 कुछ एरिया होगा, और उसका एक्सिस सेंट्रॉइड हम लोग मालूम करेंगे, और फिर उस तरह हम पूरी बॉडी का सेंट्रॉइड मालूम करेंगे, दैट इज नथिंग बट G, and G is denoted by X bar and Y bar, and each object is area is A1, A2, A3, and their axis axis they are centroid with reference to the reference axis OX and OY. You can find out. It is nothing but you have to find out the position of the object where it is located. तो रेफरेंस एक्सिस जो काम करती है कि वो हमको ऑब्जेक्ट का या फिगर का हमको पोजीशन बताती है. It shows us the position of the object of the or the body. Okay, so we have seen that, and then we have seen also the some centroid of some basic figures. जैसे कि हम लोग ने देखा था, this is for rectangle. The x bar is b by 2 in this direction, in the axis of x. This distance is b. The centroid, if you measure from the center of axis, it is nothing but this is x bar. X bar is nothing but in the x-axis, that is b by 2. Similarly, if you see for the y bar, you can see the y bar. Y bar is nothing but the distance, the center of this side, that is the side is d. So half of this side is nothing but d by 2. That is the centroid of your from the x-axis, and that is y bar. Similarly, for a square figure also, a square figure, all the sides are same. So if you can write down that x bar is equal to y bar is equal to, all sides are denoted by a, that is nothing but a by 2, that is half of the both sides. Okay, so x bar is also a by 2 and y bar is also a by 2. You can see here that already we have discussed in the previous class. Also, we have seen the centroid of the triangle, that is nothing but h by 3 from the both sides. And also, I told you if the position of triangle with reference axis is changed, then your this x bar and y bar will be changed. Here, see the x bar is changes, then we have changed the position of triangle. If this triangle is orthogonal triangle, yes, one of its angle is 90 degree. Okay, then we have seen the third basic figure, fourth basic figure, that is the circle, and the x and y bar of the circle we have seen that is nothing but x bar is equal to y bar, because here they are both side, that is axis of symmetry, that is nothing but r, and r is nothing but diameter by 2, that is d by 2. That's why here written that the x bar is equal to d by 2 and y bar is equal to d by 2. These are centroid of the basic geometry circle. Okay, है ना, ट्राइंगल का भी हमने मालूम किया x bar is equal to b by 3 बेस का, और y bar हमारे y डायरेक्शन में है, दैट इज द हाइट ऑफ द ट्राइंगल, इसलिए h by 3 हमने यहाँ पर लिखा है. तो हियर you can write x bar is equal to p by 3 in the direction of base and y bar is equal to h by 3 in the direction of height. Then we have also seen the centroid of the semicircle. So because you can see here, it is nothing but your R. So here from if you see the base of the circle is in a full circle, the diameter is here. So diameter by 2 is the x bar for semicircle. So that is d by 2 is nothing but R. Okay. Similarly, y bar, you have to remember this. The y bar is nothing but the 4r upon 3 pi. So this is the axis you can find out the centroid of semicircle. If the position of the circle, quarter circle is like that, so you can also find out the centroid of the quarter circle. So quarter circle, it is nothing but you can find out the x bar is nothing but 4r upon 3 pi for the quarter circle. This is for the quarter circle, okay? And y bar is also, it is nothing but 4r upon 3 pi. So likewise, you have to use formula to find out the centroid of the basic figure, and from this basic figure you can find out the centroids of the composite figures. So today we will learn how to find out the centroid of the composite figures. Please don't left the lecture. Your each time is recorded. Centroid of the composite plane figure, if you find out the figure having different types of geometry, any multiple geometry, if the object or the figure is made with a multiple geometry, that is called as the composite plane figure. तो composite plane figure, it may be any shape, जैसे कि मैंने पहले भी आपको बताया था, it may be made with the two rectangle, that is we are called as the T. It is also the composite figure because two figures are there, two rectangles are there. Also, if you have the square and there is whole circle, hole is there, circular hole is there, then this is also the composite figure. Okay. If making C, this is nothing but this is also a composite figure. So likewise, you can make any type of composite figures with your. So these are the composite. So how to find out the centroid of the composite figure, we will learn now today. Okay. So centroid of the composite plane figure, you find there are number of figures that is having area A1, A2, A3 and dash 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 a number n number of elementary areas are there on a composite figure, and their distance of centroid from the x-axis is from the y-axis, that is x1, x2 and x3, and dash then for the area an is xn. Similarly, the area of the that is the centroid of the area from the x-axis, that is y bar, the y1, y2, y3, and in an area the distance of yn or the centroidal distance from the x-axis. Okay, so these are the distances x1, x2, x3, x3 from the y bar, y1, y2, y3 from the x, axis, and these are for the distances of the areas A1, A2, A3, and that is AN for the composite figure. The total area you can write down, it may be A is equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus that dash dash AN. So likewise you can write down. That is nothing but big. Why here area A is why addition? Because there is no hole. A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus dash 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 A plus AN. So that is the total area of that composite figure. Now, centroid of composite plane figures is can be found out by using the Vragnan's theorem. What is the Vragnan's theorem? You learn in unit number 4. That is concept of moment. So we have learned this concept of moment in unit number 4. So what is the Vragnan's theorem? Also, we are learning unit number 3 also. So algebraic sum of moments of all individual areas about any axis of reference is equal to the moment of composite area about the same axis. अब यहाँ पर क्या बोल रहा है Vragnan's theorem? The algebraic sum of moments of individual areas about any axis. तो इंडिविजुअल एरिया क्या है हमारा? हम लोग ने आगे ऊपर फिगर्स में देखा A1, A2, A3 एंड डैश 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 एन. ये एरिया है कंपोजिट फिगर का. नंबर ऑफ फिगर से बन के बना है, तो उसको हम बोलेंगे एरिया ऑफ दैट फिगर, है ना. इसी तरह उनका डिस्टेंस अगर हम लोग एक्स एक्सिस से देखेंगे, सॉरी वाई एक्सिस से देखेंगे, तो दैट इज x1, x2, x3, a3 का डैश 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 xn. इसी तरह एक्स एक्सिस से हम लोग अगर डिस्टेंस देखेंगे तो एरिया का तो इट इज y1, y2, y3 और nth एरिया का दैट इज yn. ओके, so you can now what is the Vragnan's theorem? Vragnan's theorem said that the area of composite figure यानी total area of the figure that is A, है ना, into the centroid of the composite figure that is x bar is equal to the algebraic sum of moment of individual area about any axis of reference. So axis of reference, any axis of reference that is equal to the moment of composite area with the same axis. So ये A into x bar that is composite axis area, total area का, और x bar is the centroid of the composite area, है ना, is equal to, ये बराबर है moment of all the areas about the reference axis. यहाँ पर मैं लिखता हूँ A1 पहला एरिया, x से अगर y से हम लोग लेते हैं x बार तो A1 into x1, दूसरा A2 है तो A2 into x2 प्लस A3 into x3 as dash then n number of area is there, an into x. तो ये हो गया हमारा Vragnan's theorem. Now, because the position of all the area and area of the small portion, or you know, A1, you know, x1, you know, A2, you know, x2, you know, x. Similarly, A into xn, you know. So how you can, and this total area is also, you know, that is summation of all the areas. A1, A2, A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A. है ना? So this also you know. What you don't know, only the centroid of the composite figure, the x bar. So x bar can be calculated because all other values we know. The x bar is equal to A1 into x1 plus a2 into x2 plus a3 into x3 dash plus an into xn, okay, divided by total area, that is A. So this will give the x bar of the composite figure. And similarly for the y direction, you can find out the y bar. तो y bar के लिए फॉर्मूला क्या हो जाएगा? y bar के लिए मैं लिखता हूँ y bar is equal to a1 into x1 plus a2 into x2 plus a3 into x3 dash plus n into xn, that is divided by the total area. So you can easily find out the y bar. So y of any composite figure, if it is given to you, or any composite object in a plane lamina, that should be remembered, that is called as centroid of that lamina, and that can be easily find out by using this two equation, that is x bar and y bar. Y bar a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 plus dash plus an yn divided by a is nothing but the total area using among two equation of centroid of composite plane figure can be find out. So once again, I will repeat this. What is the x bar? You can find out if you x bar is nothing but a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 plus dash plus n into xn divided by, it is capital A, that is total. Similarly, you can find out the y bar, that is equal to a1 into y1 plus a2 into y2, sorry, plus a3 into y3 plus dash plus an into yn divided by the total area A. It is nothing but called as the centroid of the composite figure. So from these two equations, you can easily find out the centroid of composite figure. Before that, we have to find out क्या क्या मालूम करना पड़ेगा? x1, x2, x3 dash xn आपको मालूम करना पड़ेगा. Similarly, y1, y2, y3 dash yn आपको reference axis में. You can find out this from the reference axis. Okay. Also, area a1, a2, a3. You have to do that. And area calculation for different shapes. Area calculations for different shapes. So that you can easily find out the centroid of the plane lamina of any type of the object or figure which is given to you on these two equations. So composite figures generally we can use also shown to you. You can see the composite figure in the combination of two or more basic geometric figure. Basic geometric figures such as triangle, rectangle, circle, semicircle, quarter circle, etc. तो आप देखते हैं कि यहाँ पर you can see the these are the different composite figures, है ना? I section, okay, channel section, which are using in your steel structure, section for linear column or beams. T section, most commonly used in Malegaon as a angle for construction for houses, and earthen dam and gravity dam. Gravity dam, this is the figure. For earthen dam, this is the figure. So these objects are you can need for some calculation or analysis of these objects, and that's why these are called as the composite figure, and that's why to find out the center of gravity or centroid of composite figures, we can use such type of the. So this help in to find out the centroid and center of gravity it is the requirement for the analysis, and that is the stability of the structures also. Now the centroid of the composite area with cut of the section. यहाँ पर आप देखते हैं कि एक स्क्वायर है ना, दिस स्क्वायर इज देयर, you see here this one square is there, okay, और ये स्क्वायर के अंदर एक कट है, you can see this cut is there in the pink color. तो यहाँ पर ये भी क्या हो गया, कंपोजिट फिगर हो गया, लेकिन यहाँ पर क्या है, यहाँ पर एडिशन है क्या, नहीं. अगर आपका फिगर इस तरह होता, ये फिगर है और फिर यहाँ पर आपका सर्कल है, तो आप ऐड करते हैं और x बार और y बार मालूम करते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पर क्या है कि आपका जो स्क्वायर है उसके अंदर आपका होल, ओके. तो यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हैं कि एक स्क्वायर शीट है और उसके अंदर सर्कुलर होल है, तो इसका कट सेक्शन का x बार y बार अगर मालूम करेंगे, हमको एरिया मालूम है A1 एरिया ऑफ स्क्वायर, ये हमको मालूम है. A2 हमको मालूम है एरिया ऑफ सर्कल, x1 मालूम है आपको सेंट्रोइड ऑफ स्क्वायर फ्रॉम y एक्सिस, so you know like x bar is nothing but you know the centroid of square on y axis. Similarly, you know the x2 centroid of the circle from y axis, and A is the A1 minus A2, that is total area of composite figure. Why I am subtracting here? यहाँ माइनस का साइन क्यों है? माइनस साइन इसलिए है कि यहाँ पर होल है ना, दैट्स व्हाई सब्ट्रैक्शन. अब अगर मैं x बार मालूम करूं तो x बार क्या हो जाएगा, x बार इज इक्वल टू A1 x1 minus A2 x2 डिवाइडेड बाय a। a क्या है? इसी तरह y bar you can find out from x axis area of the square, y1 distance of square from x axis, a2 into y2 distance of circle from x axis divided by the total area that is a। यहाँ पर सबट्रैक्शन है इसलिए a क्या रहेगा? a1 माइनस a2। तो ये आपने रिमेम्बर रखना है, जहाँ सबट्रैक्शन है यहाँ पर होल है, यहाँ माइनस होल, और जहाँ पर कंपोजिट फिगर है वहाँ पर एडिशन है। तो सच दैट कट आउट सेक्शन अगर है तो स्क्वायर में सर्कुलर कट है, सर्कल में स्क्वायर कट भी हो सकता है। ऐसे फिगर्स हमारे यूज में आते हैं मैकेनिकल में, हम जब मशीनरीज बनाते हैं या फिर जब हम स्ट्रक्चर में काम करते हैं, इट में भी कंक्रीट स्ट्रक्चर और इट में भी स्टील स्ट्रक्चर, कोई भी टाइप की स्ट्रक्चर हम काम करते थे, ये सब फिगर हमको सेंट्रॉइड और सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी मालूम करने के लिए यूज में आते हैं। इसी तरह ऑटोमोबाइल में भी और मैकेनिकल। तो ये था हमारा आज का ये लेक्चर के वी फाइंड आउट द centroid of the composite figures, है ना। Now we will see the center of gravity of some solid। center of gravity किसको बोलते हैं? center of gravity, whole mass of the area is acting at what point, है ना। the line of action is that point, that is called as the center of gravity of simple solids। तो सिंपल सॉलिड्स के सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी हम लोग आज देखेंगे, फिर कंपोजिट सॉलिड भी देखेंगे। तो आप यहाँ पर देखिए सिलेंडर है, ये सिलेंडर जनरली आप देखेंगे सिलेंडर हमारा इस तरह होता है, इट्स अ सर्कल एंड इट इज हैविंग अ लेंथ, है ना। तो ये हमारा सिलेंडर है, इसको वर्टिकली यहाँ पर ड्रॉ किया गया है ना। तो सिलेंडर की बेस है, मैं इसको इसका सर्कल आर इसको अगर हम बोलेंगे, तो उसका सेंट्रॉइड अगर हम देखेंगे सर्कल का तो इट इज r/2 और d by 2 दैट इज r, दिस इज r/2r, है ना। r plus 2r दैट इज इक्वल टू 2। तो वॉल्यूम ऑफ सर्कल इज pi r square h। why pi r square? the area of the circle into height। तो एरिया ऑफ सर्कल यू नो, एरिया ऑफ सर्कल इज इक्वल टू पाई आर स्क्वायर। एरिया ऑफ सर्कल इज पाई आर स्क्वायर, हम लोग ने पहले भी मालूम किया। तो आप देखिए यहाँ पर प्लेन फिगर में हम लोग ने जब सेंट्रॉइड मालूम किया तो एरिया ऑफ सर्कल भी मालूम किया। तो एरिया ऑफ सर्कल इज नथिंग बट दैट इज pi r square, is pi r square। okay, you can see that area of circle is pi by 4d square, use the cube you can get the pi r square। so that's why the area of circle you know that is pi r square, right here the area of circle is pi r square। I will write here area of circle pi r। अब यहाँ क्या बोल रहे हैं? वॉल्यूम ऑफ सर्कल। तो पाई आर स्क्वायर एरिया, वॉल्यूम हमारा कहाँ पर है? टोटल लेंथ। तो एरिया इनटू हाइट इट विल गिव यू द वॉल्यूम ऑफ सिलेंडर। वॉल्यूम ऑफ सिलेंडर क्या हो गया? पाई आर स्क्वायर इनटू एच इज द वॉल्यूम ऑफ सिलेंडर। अब इसका एक्स बार अगर हम देखेंगे, सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी अगर हम देखेंगे तो इट इज नथिंग बट y एक्सिस से हम x बार मालूम करेंगे, दैट इज 2r यानी d, दैट इज नथिंग बट d by 2, d by 2 इज नथिंग बट your r। ओके, और y बार सिलेंडर क्या हो जाएगा? That is h by 2, simple, it is in height. So that is h by 2. Y bar is h by 2. The center of gravity of the simple cylinder is nothing but x bar is r and y bar is h by. सिमिलरली अगर हम लेते हैं राइट कोस एंगल कोण, तो ये दिस इज द राइट एंगल कोण, उसका बेस जो है ये सर्कुलर रहता है ना, हमको मालूम है, ठीक है, नहीं दिखेगा इसलिए डॉटेड है ना। अब इसका वॉल्यूम अगर मालूम करेंगे तो इसका वॉल्यूम है, देखो ट्राइंगल का एरिया, सर्कुलर एरिया एंड द ट्राइंगल का तुम्हारा सी जी क्या रहता है h बाय 3। यहाँ पर पाई आर स्क्वायर ये सर्कल और इसका ये रहेगा h बाय 3, so that is nothing but the volume of the right angle cone. So this is the volume of the your cone and that is pi r square h by 3. Okay. तो यहाँ पर x बार, वापस से x बार इज इक्वल टू, यहाँ पर देखिए the CG of this is nothing but x bar is at there, so x bar is nothing but r, or and y bar is supposed to be acting at h by. तो ये सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी ऑफ द राइट एंगल कोन, सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी ऑफ द राइट एंगल कोन, ये सिंपल फिगर का वॉल्यूम क्या है। सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी में हमेशा वॉल्यूम आएगा, एरिया नहीं आएगा। सेंट्रॉइड में क्या आएगा, एरिया आएगा, प्लेन लैमिना रहता है। लेकिन सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी जब मालूम करेंगे तो होल वॉल्यूम है ना, तो यहाँ पर वॉल्यूम रहेगा ना के एरिया रहेगा। तो ये आपने ध्यान में रखना है, जहाँ सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी है यहाँ पर वॉल्यूम आएगा। इसी तरह आप स्फीयर अगर आप लेते हो, स्फीयर यानी हमारा जो बॉल है, बॉल क्या है, इट इज नथिंग बट स्फीयर। आप कोई कहीं से भी क्रॉस सेक्शन में तो वो सर्कल ही रहेगा। तो स्फीयर अगर आप देखेंगे तो इस तरह है ना। तो स्फीयर इज द सॉलिड, बॉल हमारा सॉलिड होता है। दिस सॉलिड इज कंसिस्ट ऑफ वॉल्यूम। स्फीयर का वॉल्यूम क्या है, it is 4/3 pi r cube. The volume of sphere, volume of sphere, volume of sphere. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow on Saturday, all student has to submit your manual or question answer what you have written on and Saturday at 12 p.m. Okay, so I will give you time and then we will do some example also. Or okay, so you have to come physically from 11 a.m. and I will inform you tomorrow. The volume of sphere is equal to V is nothing but pi r cube 4 pi r cube divided by volume of sphere is nothing but 4 pi r cube divided by 3. You can see here this volume of sphere. And then you can see the sphere, the distance of sphere at x bar and y bar both are like a circle. The center of gravity of the sphere you can write down, the x bar is equal to r and y bar is also is equal to r. Okay, now we will see the another figure where we cut the bar in two part, and that is hemisphere. It is called. It is like this hemisphere. Okay. So in hemisphere, if you see the volume, 4 by 3 by pi by r cube डिवाइड बाय 2 हो जाएगा, तो it is always volume will be half. इसका अगर हम हो जाएगा तो it is 2 by 3 of pi r cube, हेमिस्फीयर का वॉल्यूम 4 by 3 pi r cube for the sphere. उसका हाफ करेंगे तो it is 2 by 3 pi r cube. That should be remembered, all this thing. And then x bar, there is no change for x bar because it is y axis, it is high, that is d by 2, that is you can center of gravity of the hemisphere. x axis से अगर लेंगे तो that is r, y axis से अगर लेंगे तो y bar is nothing but it is 3r upon 8, 3r upon. So that is the yani center of gravity of the basic figures. Cylinder, right circular cone, sphere, hemisphere, yani half of the sphere is the hemisphere. Also, cube is another solid. This is also the solid. And you know the cube, all the sides of the cubes are same. All the sides of the cubes are same. This is also A, 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 this is also. All the sides of the cube is same. है ना? इसका ये क्यूब हम बोले, लेकिन अलग साइज का भी हो सकता है। अगर हम उसको क्यूब की जगह कुछ और सॉलिड फिगर ले लें, बार ले लें, अगर हम बार ले लें, बार की लेंथ ज्यादा होती है क्रॉस सेक्शन से, या बीम ले लें, बार बोलिए या बीम बोलिए, है ना, तो यहाँ पर वॉल्यूम डिफरेंट हो जाएगा, है ना, तो एरिया हो जाएगा इनटू लेंथ। अभी यहाँ पर हम क्यूब के बारे में डिस्कस कर रहे हैं। तो एरिया ऑफ क्यूब इज नथिंग बट ए, और हाइट भी ए है, वॉल्यूम ऑफ क्यूब इज नथिंग बट यानी अगर मैं लिखता हूँ वॉल्यूम ऑफ क्यूब इज इक्वल टू स्क्वायर इनटू हाइट ए, तो यहाँ पर ए इंटू ए इंटू ए, ये क्या हो जाएगा, ए क्यूब। व्हाट इज द वॉल्यूम ऑफ द क्यूब। इसी तरह एक्स बार सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी अगर मैं कहीं से भी मालूम करूँ, दैट विल बी a by 2 because all sides are a in case of your cube. समझ में आया? तो यहाँ पर सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी ऑफ सिंपल सॉलिड अगर हम देखेंगे क्यूब का, तो वॉल्यूम विल बी इज इक्वल टू a cube and the x bar and y bar are same, or it is the cube, the distance of cube from any reference axis, it is nothing but a by 2 if the sides are a. यहाँ पर आप देखेंगे चाहे वो x बार हो चाहे y बार हो, सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी ऑफ द क्यूब इज नथिंग बट, एंड वॉल्यूम इज नथिंग बट एरिया इनटू लेंथ, है ना। नाउ वी नो दैट हियर एरिया इज नथिंग बट a स्क्वायर, लेंथ भी यहाँ पर a है, तो इट इज नथिंग बट वॉल्यूम ऑफ द क्यूब इज नथिंग बट, that is nothing but the cube. The cube are made with the squares from all the sides, and all sides are equal in the cube. Equal in the cube. That's why volume of cube is nothing but a into a into a. That is a cube. That is a into a into a. That is a cube. So that is the volume of cube. Okay. So likewise, you have to find out the center of gravity of the simple solids. Now we'll see the simple center of gravity of composite solids. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we will see this. If required any extra class, I will inform to you before 2 or 3 hours before, and then we will finish this unit also. Okay. and I will share you the MCQs for your learning. So thank you for joining. It's a very good day for us. You have completed already most part of your syllabus today. Also have prepared for you the MCQs questions on unit number 3, 4, 5, 6. Already for on unit number 1 and 2, I have given in class test number 1. And now class test number 2, these 4 unit, the MCQs will come. तो I will share already मैंने एक MCQ sheet आपको share किया. There are different links and MCQs I have prepared for you so that you can use. So this is the MCQs for applied mechanics for unit number 3 to 6. I will share to you today. You will study well and appear for the examination. Practical assessment is based on the manual questions and this class test assessment, the theory assessment is based on these MCQs references, whatever MCQs I am providing to you, and the questions will be different from this. Okay, so these are the MCQs on unit number 3 to 6. You can see on your screen. So all unit from 1, 3 to 6, all these MCQs around more than 90 questions are there. So you have to study well, and there are the examples also. Example questions are also. There's example questions when you solve, then only you can come to know how you're able to solve. Okay. So this is the MCQs I will share to you now, and you can benefit from that. Okay. Thank you for joining today, and I hope so you will join like daily like this only, and complete all the work, whatever work assigned to you. Okay, so you should make this your study go well, and I will send the MCQs question. कुछ पूछना है आपको? You want to ask anything, you can ask with me. No question?